Welcome home, everybody, to Community Hall Podcast here on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2021. My name is Chad, and I am your host here at the Community Hall Podcast Live. So whether you're catching the podcast version of this or you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. We'd ask for you to like, subscribe, share, all that kind of great stuff. We've got a great show in store for you tonight. And let's do our pre-show countdown. Let me come back in and add everybody back into the screen. And I should have thought that I was doing pre-show before I was doing show. So I don't know why I thought about that, but I was just so ready to go and so in the zone that I just kind of jumped in and ignored pre-show. So anyways, when are you guys going home next, Jake?
So I'm 72 days away from Old Key West and roughly 120 days away from Copper Creek in June. So looking forward to those two trips.
That'll be great.
Awesome. Derrick and Amy?
We are 149 days from somewhere at Disney World. We'll see when we actually get our points because we passed Rofer this week.
Yay!
And then we are, so 149 till then and 392 till a spring break trip next year.
Nice.
Okay, 392. That just sounds painful.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we've got one halfway though, so we're okay.
Okay, Dan and Holly, what about you guys?
We are 293 days away from, again, like Derrick and Amy, somewhere at Disney World. We had a contract pass Rover this past week also, so we're waiting on those points to load so we can book our full trip. So probably Saratoga or Old Key West in a 2-bedroom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alicia?
Well, let's see. So, guaranteed 250-ish, but my daughter here, she's like, but Mom, if we just add on a couple more days, maybe we could just pop over to Disney. So there's some M&M store she's just dying to go check out. So we'll see what next week brings.
Yeah, pop over to Disney. Make us all jealous, right? Make us all jealous on that one. So Jeremy and Eric, what about you guys?
So as of today, we're 34 days away from our first split stay. We're staying at Saratoga the first 4 nights and then the last 3 nights at Boardwalk. And we've never stayed at either one, so we're pretty excited.
Yeah, get to knock 2 of them out. Was that the reason behind the split stay? Was to just try 2 different places?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We want to try to stay at every one eventually. And I pulled up my cruise line app, and we're 385 days away from our twice rescheduled first Disney cruise.
I was just talking with Jake about that week, going, Jake, we ought to just schedule me on a cruise for May and hope that it cancels to get the cruise credit. So
Yeah, there you go.
he's too ethical for that. He wouldn't do it. So
I wouldn't do it, but it's okay. I'm hoping that they start sometime after the summer is what I'm hearing. So hopefully
I'm just like, sign me up, man. Give me that credit. So
In some capacity.
let me pay for a 7-day and then get a free 3-1 out of it or something like that. I don't know how it works, but I'm trying to scam it and he just wouldn't go along with it. So you know how that goes, right? But I am 3 days away, 4 days away. I go on Thursday. So Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, 4 sleeps.
Nice.
And I'm going down to the Grand Gathering of Geeks with the Geekin' on WDW podcast. And I'm looking forward to hanging out with those people and then the Disney Crush folks.
Yep.
And then we're probably like 160-ish days from Alani and Grand Cal right after that.
Wow.
And then the 29th of September, I'm checking into the Polynesian. And from there, that'll be for the 30th anniversary of MK. And from there, 50th. I got all 50th. 50. And I got all but one night weaseled into Copper Creek. I got to
nice.
get that one night to open up and then I can stitch it all together. So one night.
The one night's probably in the middle, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's always in the middle.
It's always in the middle, but that's okay because as long as I have the first day and the end day, I can get Magical Express, right? At least this year, going away soon.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Mark is tuning in and he says, hello, wonderful Disney friends, 219 days to go. And let's come back into this. And then Justin says 204 days. And it feels like a million.
It always does.
It does.
Yeah, it always does. It always does. And then Copper Creek for his home visits. So I know that's where Mark owns, and that's where he loves staying. So
It's a great place to stay.
I love it.
I'm telling
too.
you.
It's pretty addictive.
Yeah, I think what 3 of us are Copper Creek owners, right? So
We are, yeah.
you guys, Alicia, myself, and then Gina is saying 128 days till Alani, and then 234 to the 50th of WDW, and whenever for Disneyland. Like,
Yeah.
like who knows, right?
Right.
It's
6 years. 6 years.
Oh,
No.
I'll say it ain't so.
I mean, roll it up and haul it to Florida by then. So,
Yeah.
I
like,
think they're working on that plan.
Or
Yeah.
at least take the parades.
yeah,
Take
I'm
the
telling.
parades to Florida. Yeah.
And then Amy says 41 days from Hilton Head, 263 to Jumbo Poly, 320 to Riviera Poly, and starting to think about spring break 2022.
there you go.
That's how you do it.
The DVC
Way.
member add-on-itis we're talking about, right?
This is the way.
Yeah. Judy P says March 14th for the boardwalk. And then Blair is saying 268 days to the Poly that she can't wait. So
One of my fun ones that I learned from this show is that how to do a split stay and have it really work towards what park you're going to go to, right? You know, I think that's a great idea.
yeah, to always stay close to the park so that, you know, you're not on the monorail and having to schlep over to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, it looks like Amy might be on that, you know, of trying to figure that out. So that's kind of fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Riviera Poly, Jumbo Poly. I'm kind of seeing that and feeling that.
Yeah.
Well, let me go ahead and drop everybody down and officially start the show off. I got a little antsy at the beginning, but the good news is we trim all that off the YouTube video. So let's come back into this. And if Jake, you could drop everybody down and go solo on me, that'd be great. Okay. Brand.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Hello, neighbors.
We're listening from
Arizona,
Florida,
Maryland, New York, New Jersey,
Indianapolis,
California,
Utah,
Michigan.
Massachusetts,
Georgia.
Canada,
Our home resort is
Animal Kingdom, Polynesian,
Bay Lake Tower,
Old Key West,
Riviera,
Boardwalk,
Alani Resort,
Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek,
Grand Floridian,
Saratoga Springs,
Beach Club.
and Wilderness Lodge.
And you're listening to
and you're listening
You're listening
to
my
Well, welcome home, everybody, to the February 14th Valentine's Day edition 2021 of the Community Hall Podcast Live. My name is Chad. I am your host tonight, and I am joined by some absolutely wonderful people. Before we get into introducing them onto the show, I need to give a shout out to our sponsors. And that would be DVC Rental Store, where you can save thousands on guaranteed reservations. They have just got some really good deals going on right now from members who can't use their points. And availability is tightening up, guys. So you might want to consider coming back in and looking for them for a guaranteed reservation if you're looking to rent points. And then as well, the cruise lines will be opening back up soon. Sooner or later, we'll be doing their point swap program. They pay the most, they pay fastest, they pay with no fees. You can get PayPal to them and they pay the PayPal fees. You can get direct deposit straight to your bank account if you decide to rent your points out. If you're thinking about going on a Disney cruise coming up, I know everybody's getting antsy. That point swap program is still pretty strong. I think they're paying $16 a point or up to $16 a point. Whereas if you trade them in through DVC Direct, you're only getting about $7.30 a point. I don't know about you, but to me, I'd much rather have 16 versus $7.30. DVCRentalStore.com. Let them know you heard about them here on the Community Hall Podcast by My DVC Points. So that being said and done, I want to come back in and welcome our co-host onto the show tonight, Alicia. How you doing tonight, Alicia?
Hi, Chad. I'm so excited to be here.
I am telling you, are you ready for tonight? We've got some fun lined up. Okay?
I am planning on, hopefully one of these dates, comes true at some point in my life, right?
Yeah, well, you never can tell. I mean, I can tell you I snuck one into the mix. And what we're up to tonight is we brought 3 couples onto the screen. And then I snuck a 7th date in there. And Alicia, did you sneak an 8th one in?
Well, I might talk about mine in Discord in a little bit. I think I might pick a dream date between all of these.
Okay. So we'll have to hear Alicia's in the producer in the My DVC Points Patreons Producers After Club. Okay. After the show, we go over there and the Patreons all hang out and we talk about it in an afterglow party. So that's where you'll hear Alicia's at. But I can tell you, mine is snuck into the list just to add a little confusion to people. And I'm not telling how Laura did until after we get onto the show. So this is pretty much how this works out. We're going to bring in 3 couples, and they each had to write a ideal Disney date in secret without communicating with their spouse, but they had to write this date for their spouse. And so Alicia and I are going to go through all 7 DVC dream dates, and then we're going to see if the couples can come back in and pick the ideal dates, right? Sound like fun?
I think that sounds like a riot.
Okay. Let's go ahead and bring our couples in, and we'll introduce them so you guys know who our contestants are. And then Alicia, you and I can kind of come through this and look into it and start to see exactly what we've got going on in these dream dates. So let's go ahead and bring in our first couple, and that will be Derrick and Amy. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. So Amy, welcome to the show. I know Derrick's been streaming with us for some time on Mouse Quiz. So this is your first time joining us. We want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
And you guys have been like strong partners of ours, and Derrick's part of the content team. Eric, you're just now here. Derrick, Amy, you're just now joining us. I'm thinking of the next couple. But tell us where your home resort is and where we're at in that process.
Our home resort is Animal Kingdom, and we just cleared ROFR on Tuesday.
Nice.
So we got a resale contract, and now it's just that wait until we can actually use the points and book somewhere. So it's never ending, it seems like.
So exciting. I love it.
It is exciting, and we had no idea, but there's going to be a common thread in this tonight as well. So it just kind of happened this way. But let me bring in our next couple onto the set here. And that will be Dan and Holly Austin. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hi, everybody. Good.
Hi, good.
Hey, so how long have you guys been members, and where all is your home resorts at?
So we own at Copper Creek, and we've owned there since 2019. And we also just bought a resale contract, and we are now new owners at Saratoga. And we're waiting for those to roll into our account as well.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
we're excited.
Awesome. So another brand new add-on family and the whole ROFR thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we cleared on Thursday, right after Derrick did.
All
These
right.
sound like the best Valentine's presents ever.
Exactly.
They are. And so
Most
now
expensive too.
Yeah.
Only this year. After this,
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good.
Years of gifts.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
it's worth it though. It's worth
Yep.
it. So let's bring our final couple onto the show. And if you've played Mouse Quiz with us very much, you know who Jeremy is and his husband, Eric. So guys, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see. Eric, I think you're in the same situation. Jeremy has streamed with us an awful lot on Mouse Quiz, and this is your first time joining us onto the show there, Eric. And so that's the Eric I was thinking of earlier tonight when I had Eric on the brain. Okay.
Welcome.
So, Alicia, are you ready to run through these 7 dream Disney DVC dates, right?
I can't wait. I think that you guys all knocked them out. I just must say, like, I would be happy on any of these, but there is some that are a little bit more bougie than others. So
there are some bougie factors, and I had to scale down. I'm going to be honest. I scaled down the bougie factors because I was
you
just
on
like,
a budget? No.
Yeah, I was just like $15,000 for dinner at 21 Royale. Like, ain't none of us got that kind of cash. Okay.
Yeah, but nobody said money was an option.
It's a dream date.
Yeah, I still wanted it like reasonable, right? Because you gotta you gotta doable, right? It's gotta happen. Okay, so I scaled them back just a little bit, and then the other thing I'll tell you guys is some of y'all got really creative in the way you were sneaking in details, right? And so I had to that time when we were at this. No, I had to cut that out of the script. Okay. So I did change and modify the scripts just so you couldn't do callbacks and references and other little things like that. A little bit. We're going to be watching for elbows tonight because y'all are sitting next to each other. So we're going to present these 7 dates, and they were all written by Derrick and Amy, Dan and Holly, Jeremy and Eric, and then I wrote one for my wife Laura, just to add a 7th one into the mix and mess with you guys some. Okay. And now you guys have to pick What dream date did your spouse write for you? That's the whole name of the game. And then afterwards, we'll go through this, and Gina set up a crowd purse so we can vote on who wrote the ideal Disney dream DVC date. Sound like fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So excited.
Let's come back into this then, and let me add this into the stream. And so contestant number 1. Alicia, you want to cover this one?
I love this. Contestant number 1 is like I'd call simple and sweet, right? Okay, and it's the resort we're going to stay at is the Grand Floridian, in a beautiful 1-bedroom with a lake view. We're going out for dinner. We're going to go eat at the California Grill right before fireworks. And the special experience is going to be a jam-packed day full of VIP tours for the guided day of the entire all 4 parks. So every single park, a VIP tour. So that is our exciting contestant number 1.
And that one's pretty bougie, but it's still within reach. Okay. I'm right. I mean,
and very Disney. I feel like that one is like,
Yeah, that one is like very, very, very Disney and I think very doable. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a little stretch because that VIP tour is going to be $5,000 or more. But if you were to like take all the couples on the screen, I'm sure we could pull this off. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Donate, right?
we're all going to win the lotto at some point. So, I mean,
Run a GoFundMe, something along those lines, right? So
it's for research.
Yeah, tax write-off. It's a research trip.
Okay. So you guys ready? So this was date number 1, okay, for contestant number 1. Let me see if I can hit a button here and get over to contestant number 2. If my technology works here, it's not as instant as I like it, but contestant number 2 came back in and they're pitching to their spouse. They're going to stay at Bay Lake Tower in a 1-bedroom theme park view. For dining, we're getting super bougie at the chef's table at Victoria and Albert's.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just to experience the dinner together. Okay. And then this is where I got a little bit lost. Okay. Because the fun activity is snorkeling at the seas with Mickey Mouse and Epcot. So I'm like, I was feeling the bouge level at Bay Lake Tower. I'm really feeling it over at Victoria and Albert chef table. And then we got snorkeling. Okay.
Well, that might work, especially if you want to see, they're going in a swimsuit. I mean, like, they're going in the water, right?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, man, this is somebody's dream date, but I just didn't quite get it. But I don't have to get it because it wasn't for me. I didn't ask Laura to write this one, right? So, right. So, anyways, that's contestant number 2. Okay. And let's move on to contestant number 3. Let's see what they've got.
All right. Now, this contestant number 3, there's many parts in here that I love. Okay. So the dream resort is going to be the Polynesian, and we're staying in a bungalow. And for dining, we're going to have a twilight feast from Ohana. Not at Ohana. We're going to bring it back, and we're going to eat it at the bungalow with a view from the fireworks on your porch. This would be followed after dinner and the fireworks. We're going to, pack up and head back to Trader Sam's for fun drinks and a stroll along the Poly Beach before taking a dip in the private plunge pool. So I think that's kind of fun. And this would also give a chance to check out the lounges. Trader Sam's would give a fun, louder atmosphere after a quiet dinner before a romantic stroll and a private swim. And the special experience that we're going to go to on is a horse-drawn carriage ride through Fort Wilderness, which is amazing. It would also allow for a beautiful nighttime boat ride back to the Magic Kingdom. After you get to the Magic Kingdom, then you'll stop by Grand Flow for drinks at the Enchanted Rose before we take a quiet stroll back to our Poly bungalow. So very detailed. I love it.
Busy.
Yeah. Busy. Some of these I was just like, wow, you're going to need a vacation after this date. So,
right? Busy. I mean, we might take all day to do these things.
That's true.
Yeah. And there's no parks. It's all out of the park. So
right. We're going to start the day with the horse-drawn carriage is how I can see this.
Yeah,
and then we drink all day. Did you hear all the drinking?
All day.
This could work for me. I get it.
I'm telling you. So Gina here comes to the defense of the snorkel rider saying, I love the snorkel. Okay. And then Jake Anthony says, Ohana Twilight Feast in a bungalow, Poly fans galore. Okay.
Yeah, great.
And so let's see. I know some of y'all own some poly points in there. I can't be the only one, right? So okay, that's contestant number 3's pitch date, right? Let's move over and go contestant number 4. So this one was a little odd. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, right? Why do I get the odd ones? I don't know, but so contestant number 4 is pitching a date at Jumbo House club level in a 1-bedroom. And then this is where it gets like even stranger, because their special experience is the Jiko Wanayama. How do I pronounce that, guys? Help me out there.
Wanyama?
I think you got
Wanyama?
it.
Yeah. Okay. The safari, right? That's where you get to go have a high-end dinner at Jiko, and then you get to get on the guided tour bus and go around the resort safari with a tour guide and have them show everything to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
This
get to
was
see the lions? That would be fun.
I don't know, right? Like
We're not dumping people still, Alicia. That's not what this is about.
very
Last
intriguing
week.
anymore, Alicia.
Sorry.
It was last week, okay, right? But this is where it gets interesting, because you had all the food from club level. You had the special dining experience at Chico that got counted as a special experience. And now we're pitching dining over at the Mara having chicken nuggets. Okay. So like, and the person who wrote this said they just wanted to make 100% certain that their significant other found something that they'd like. So they're pitching chicken nuggets for dinner. I'm like, okay. Like,
I love it.
right? Okay, like that one's kind of like out, right? So, anyways, that's contestant number 4.
I
Alicia,
feel like chicken nuggets is like the code word for, of course, you know that's me, right?
Might be it.
That's cute.
okay, let's see if we can move on to slide number 5 here. right?
All right, here we go. We're gonna go with sexy contestant number 5 here. So this one is going a little bit beyond the parks, and we are moving on over to our dream resort of Alani in a 1-bedroom, of course, ocean view on the highest floor that you can beg for. We're going to dine at, I'm going to say it's Ama. Is that right?
Yep.
Ama. There we go. Fresh food and local flavors and an ocean view. And the special experience is we're going to hop on a helicopter and we're going to take a tour of the island at sunset, and with a stop in a private valley to walk for about 30 minutes. Exactly 30 minutes. Right. I think that sounds beautiful.
No more.
Okay, contestant number 5, you got something going on there. Okay, I'm going to give you some props on that one, right?
Yeah.
Especially that whole sunset helicopter tour, right? That was just like, just the piece de resistance on that date. Okay?
It is. That's the one that pushed it. Right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
sparkling. Yeah.
Yeah, that one, and then the image that I found to go with that was just like dead on.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, then let's come back into contestant number 6. This is like one busy contestant, is all I'm saying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to being busy, right? But contestant number 6 here is going all out bouginess, and the bougie of bougiest in all of DVC. That would be the Oceanfront Grand Villa at Alani.
Nice.
Okay.
Right. If money's no object, right? Go for it.
Right? Money points. Yeah.
Yep, they're headed down to Ama for some contemporary island cooking and modern interpretations of classic cuisine of the Hawaiian Islands in an elegant oceanfront setting for dinner at sunset. Another sunset thing going on, right? Okay. And now this is where they're just like knocking it out the park with the activities on this trip. Okay. So we got a full-blown luau. We got a Dole Whip at the Dole Whip Plantation in that tour, right?
Yum.
Okay. I cannot pronounce it. It's Puna Falls. It's the waterfalls that Jurassic Park was filmed at.
Oh,
So I'm just like, man, you got Dole Whip and like sexy waterfalls on there.
And there's more. There's more.
Yeah, don't whip. I mean,
Yeah, I'm going Billy Mays here, but wait, there's more. Okay. And now we're going on an Ahu whale watching excursion as well.
That's
So-
one busy day. I mean, see, we are up at 4 a.m. to get all this done. But
I hope that's not the same one who had contestant 3. Otherwise, they're never getting even.
these are high energy couples.
You knock it all out in one day, and then you relax for the rest of your trip.
Right.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. And so
Amazing.
that was contestant number 6. Let me see if I can hit a button and flip over to contestant number 7 here. Okay.
I just gotta say the Dole Whip plantation tour, though. I mean, like, that's just so cute. I just love that one. All right, we're gonna move on over to amazing contestant number 7, and this one I think is a little bit different also. So this time we're gonna go check out the Grand California in a 1-bedroom and the DCA view, which is kind of fun. And then we're gonna go dining. We're gonna eat at Steakhouse 55, upscale date night, start of the trip. Excuse me. What is a PYM? What's I don't know what.
Pim Kitchen.
Pim Test Kitchen. Love Marvel. New and fun. The Blue Bayou Pirates Overlook. And then I don't know this one. Carthay Circle
Carthay.
Old Carthay.
Carthay Circle. Yeah.
Carthay Circle Old Hollywood History. Theater where Snow White debuted. World of Color dining package. And then Goofy's Kitchen breakfast on the flight before the night out. And I love this because they're like, oh no, this isn't a one-day experience. We are going to definitely have 2. And the special experience is walk in the Walt's footsteps, period. Like that is, you can't get, more than that. That is perfect.
Yeah, that Disneyland walk and waltz. I've done all of that except for Pim Kitchen, right? Because it's not open yet. And that experience is just like off the hook. Okay. Carthay Circle, Blue Bayou, like you name it. This is just awesome. So like somebody is like doing Disneyland right here is what I'm saying. Okay. So now it comes into the fun part. Okay. Now we got to come back in and Gina's going to have you guys vote on this crowd.live/dream Disney date or design your Disney date, DDD, right? And she's going to have you vote for your favorite date out of the 7. Okay. Because we want to know everybody who's watching what they vote and what they think. Okay. And
they're so good.
Yeah.
There's so many great ones.
Jake here is busting on the chicken nuggets guy. Come on, contestant. Who can do better? I want Gico if I'm at AKL. Well,
they are.
Yeah.
You get Gico, okay? Yeah. You get Gico with that dining tour, okay? So you still get your G-code, Jake, right? Okay. that Jake and G-code, you still get it, right? So let's come back in now. And while everybody else is voting, we'll leave that stream going across the bottom. But we got to come back into this and go, let's start with the couples. So we'll just go around the horn here. Derrick and Amy, right? Derrick, what number are you going with for your design dream date? Which one was designed for you?
It's number 2. Then there is no question in my mind that is number 2 for me.
So okay,
are you the snorkeling friend? That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2, Derrick, and okay, so Amy, which one was designed for you?
It's got to be number 5 with the helicopter tour, I think.
Number 5 with the helicopter tour. Okay, right. Let's come into this one and come back into it.
The question is, if they get them right, do they get to, do the spouse have to, follow through on this?
I think so. I think so, right?
Really?
They got to cash the check that they wrote, okay?
That was not in the fine print.
Come on, Patreon. Let's go Patreon. No.
Who's donating the points?
Yeah. Maybe there's a GoFundMe for you, hon. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Okay, Dan, which one was designed for you?
All right, so I got to think that mine is contestant number 3 because we love the Twilight Feast. Well, we haven't had the Twilight Feast, but we love Ohana. The bungalows are awesome. And when I proposed to Holly, it was on a horse-drawn carriage in Frankenmuth. So that I think she would want to have that happen again. So I'm guessing contestant number 3. And if I'm wrong, I'll be on the couch, I think. Plus we're busy people. So that's a busy date. So I don't know.
Okay. Holly, which one was designed for you?
I'm going number 6. the really busy day at Alani. We've always talked that the Grand Villa Ocean View is like our dream place to stay. And he knows my love of Dole Whip. So I think 6 was decided. Oh, and he's a huge Jurassic Park fan. So throwing something in for him too with the falls.
Yeah. I feel like there's code words in these, right? They're like, of course, chicken nuggets, right? No.
I want to hear that story.
I know.
Okay, Jeremy, where are you at, buddy? Which one was designed for you?
Oh, thank goodness Dan went first. I was kind of torn between number 1 and number 3. But because we own it, Polly, and we love Ohana, and we've done the horse-drawn carriage. But number 1 sounded a little more like us. We wanted to stay at the Grand just to kind of sneak in there because availability is always so tough. And everything just sounded, everything in contestant 1 sounded about like what we would do.
Okay. So, Eric, what are you thinking here, buddy? Which one is what?
I would probably say number 7, maybe. We've always talked about going to Disneyland, and we always do a meal like right before we leave, and that seemed like a little detail. We always do like a breakfast.
On me, right? He snuck one in on me.
So, yeah, I definitely think number 7 for sure.
Okay. Well, I got good news for everybody. Y'all get to go on dates with your spouses. So
it'll be a happy night.
Yes. But Laura did warn me. She came right back out and said, you know what? The chicken nuggets thing was obviously a throw to me because I know you hate it and you're sacrificing to, make me happy on this date. She goes, however, whoever wrote number 7, they got my attention. So Jeremy, like,
there you go.
I love that. So you're the chicken nugget.
Yes, I'm the chicken nugget guy because that's what my wife really loves. Okay. And she saw that one and she was just like, oh yeah, this one's for me, because she's just like, I shouldn't get into the food. She's just like, just give me chicken nuggets and I'm fine. That's like her buzzword saying. So
yeah,
I'm like, okay. I will go hit all the fine dining on this Geekin' on WDW podcast research trip. And honey, when we go, it's chicken nuggets.
And not all chicken nuggets are created equal there. I mean, there's many of them that are different and they're good.
Yeah. So Alicia, what date were you picking?
Oh my gosh. I would do just a little tweaks. Of course, I'm doing like little tweaks, right? So I think my favorite is probably, there we go. The Derrick and Amy's. But it is where they stayed in the bungalow, but instead of staying in the bungalow,
we weren't at the bungalow.
Dan and Holly down there, right? Dan and Holly. But instead of there, because if we're going in February, I would stay at Copper Creek at the cabins because there's a hot tub.
Yeah.
And the plunge pools are cold. So that's the only detail I would change. Like seriously.
But you really can't get Twilight Feast delivered to you at the bungalow. So you're gonna have to pull that off in summer.
No, how is that Artisan Point there? Like the one with
Artisan Point is good.
It's good.
It's not Ohana.
No,
it's not Ohana. Like
no.
I'd rather go to Geyser Point.
I went back and forth on those two too, Alicia, but I liked the proximity to other things with Polly. There's a lot more walking things.
Yes.
That you can do, so
yes, we could walk sometimes to your little the horse-drawn carriage thing though. So
yeah.
But it's so fun. So that's the one. Honestly, I would be like, "Yep, I could see that being a great day." Well, maybe that one has the most drinking though. So maybe
We know.
Yeah, that could be my thing.
And Justin says he's committed to the chicken nugget mystery, right? So that's just it. Because she seriously says don't bother taking me any of these nice places. I just want chicken nuggets. So I was just like, okay, we're going to have club level food. So I'm going to get the foodie out. Okay. But I'll make sure you're taken care of with the chicken nuggets. Okay.
I love it. Every single one of them had such great ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, even the going to the VIP tour of 4 parks, with cool. No kids, that would be probably I would learn so much in that.
I almost thought that was it, but then when contestant 3 came up, I knew that was it. But at first, I thought, oh, that could be mine.
What would be your guys' second choices then, right? Because I think I'm like Jeremy. I'm with Laura. Like your number 7 was just like, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, date night was a date trip. It was a week long when Avengers Campus is opening up. Oh yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that one, right? But what was your guys' number 2 picks in all of this, right?
I would probably say either 1 or 2. My dream resort to stay at right now is the Grand Floridian, and I've always wanted to try the chef's table at Victoria and Albert's. So
Yeah.
Mash 'em.
I would, and the
Do a
VIP
mash.
tour, like who would not want to do a VIP tour?
We've actually talked
Right.
about doing the chef's table if we can ever afford it.
Yeah.
So,
And get the
But,
reservations.
and he's always wanted to go snorkeling. So I think
I would say my second choice would probably be number 1, mainly because of the VIP tour. That's just one of those. Would love to do that someday. Again, get enough people with us, make it somewhat affordable.
yeah, but I'm still excited about my helicopter tour.
Yeah, I figured like
Yeah.
Yeah, props to the helicopter tour, right? And the VIP tour. I've done one at Disneyland with a friend of mine who's a 33 member, and it was really, really, really fun because they just kind of like guide you and walk you through the crowds. They like hold their arms up and, kind of like step aside, everybody. We're going to march you through.
And you're like, yes, I'm Chad. Move out of my way.
Yeah, no. Like, I'm with that important person. Like, I'm just a caboose on that train. So,
And I could see you handing out, like the magnets as we go through and the stickers.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll definitely be doing that as well.
I love that.
Okay. And so, Gina says she's a number 7 as well. So, Jeremy, you're getting a lot of love here as well. And Vicky is saying, invite me to the VIP tour.
anytime, Vicky.
Yep.
Anytime, Vicky.
So,
I had to run my choices by Gina first to make sure they were Disneyland Queen approved.
oh, okay. So you got her blessings on this deal, huh?
Expert advice.
Good.
Okay. Well, she is her and Vicky are our local Disneyland consultants. So, yeah. And a lot of people have been hitting them up on their trips to Disneyland. She says she's number 7. Vicky says, invite us to the VIP tour. And then she says, Alicia, that's me at Top of the Lounge handing out my magnets and
I know.
everything
And
else.
I feel like I missed that Top of the Lounge. Like, right. That's one of those things we haven't done in a year now. But I mean, like to add that into the dream date to go up there and watch, that'd be really cool too.
With Chad.
Oh,
Yeah.
with Chad, then we meet,
So-
and then the end of the night, there's Chad, and he's there with
I'm closing the place, right?
the cake, the 7-layer cake.
Yeah. I'm closing Top of the Lounge. It just doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. So let's come back in. And Gina, can you add yourself to the show, or you just want to put in types and let us know who won the crowd purr tonight?
Hold on.
Everybody's wondering. Right?
Hold on, I'm here. So it looks like our top winner is number 5, contestant 5, Alani, the Ama Ama, and the helicopter. So Derrick actually won the crowd purr.
Nice. Derrick wins the crowd purr of the night, which means you got to take us all on that too.
We all get to go.
Yeah.
But you guys are paying. I planned it. You guys pay for it.
Sounds like fun. Well, anyways, guys, we wanted to have a little bit of fun tonight to come back in and just do a show that was just based on Valentine's Day and how you could get creative with some of your DVC points and have a little fun with the spouses. And I'm a little shocked that 100% of the spouses just like nailed the dates. But I guess we just know our spouses and know what to plan for them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is kind of the deal. So maybe I needed to do this more with like the newlywed thing and not, Lauren and I are knocking out. Well, we're on year 20 right now. We're working on year 20. So
You're on 19, so it's a case. Not much mystery here.
right? Yeah. So I mean, if there's something to be found out yet, and I haven't found it out in 19 years, hang it up, Chad. So hang it up. But anyways, that's what we've got for tonight's show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. we will be back next week, and I will be in Walt Disney World. So Jake will be leading the Community Hall Live, and he is going to be talking about, as we mentioned tonight, a review of all of the lounges for DVC members.
Nice.
So Top of the World, Epcot Lounge, maybe some of the club level stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what he's got planned, but I do know the topic next week is DVC lounges, and it's going to be a rocking good time. You guys are not going to want to miss that. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. And again, thank you to our sponsors, DVC Rental Store, DVC Resale Market, and Monera Financial for sponsoring season 5 of the My DVC Points podcast, Community Hall Live, and newscast platform. We could not pull the shows off without them. And if you get a chance, please do business with them and let them know you heard about them here on the My DVC Points podcast. So that's what we've got tonight. If you're a member of our Patreon group, we're going to be heading over to discord.mydvcpoints.com for our Patreon Afterglow party. And we get to hear all about Alicia's hot date choices. So woohoo. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll be back next week, and we will see you then. So have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Happy Valentine's.
Yeah.